Okay, it looks like we're back. So I'm going to remove from the stage. Okay, so I don't know if we're live on Click and Learn yet. Forgive me. I try not to do this too much, but I do check my phone to make sure everything is working. Oh, great. We are live. All right. Huh. Okay, the sound didn't go through. That's really interesting. I'm glad that I tested it. I want to see that again. I might have to do some edits to this stream. If people are watching, great. But if they're not, I kind of am free to do what I want to do here. How does the sound work? That's really important. I was hearing it, but. Okay. Looks like we're back. So I'm going to remove that from the stage. Okay. So I don't know if we're live on Click and Learn yet. Forgive me. I'm glad that I tested important. I was hearing it, but. So I don't know if we're live on Click and Learn yet. Forgive me. I'm glad that I checked for you. I was hearing Hey there, Bob.
Hey, Matt, how you doing?
Good. I'm conducting a little bit of a test, and I've discovered that I can share my screen with completed videos on my desktop. And as long as my mic is turned on, it will pick up on the sound of the video. So this might help us on our future streams to break up some moments of conversation. We need like a commercial break to take 5, but then also put something entertaining on the stream for the audience.
That is excellent. That is excellent. But I do feel bad about one thing. Yesterday, when I talked to you, I said that you shouldn't refer to me as your boss. But in that situation, I think that it is appropriate. I just wanted to make sure that you and Mark know that you're not just we're not just working together. We're really working together as a team. I just wanted to clarify that.
I really appreciate that, Bob. I knew and felt that, but it was nice to hear it too. But yeah, in that space where I'm still navigating, because I want to tell more of my friends about Click and Learn, but I want to navigate it in a way where we work with the right people and don't just throw it into the ether. Because there's a lot of people in that space I don't know and how they would behave and how they would behave on the website and in the comments. So I use like a very sanitary word like boss just to kind of keep it professional and navigate that. But thank you so much for your call. I did appreciate that.
No, I think that's very, very good. And I did like your format with questions and answers. Like one of them asked French fries or onion rings. And I'm sitting there thinking what I would answer on that. You know, it was really a lot of fun to watch people asking you questions. So that was fun. And I told Dell, I said you had a great format, and I thought that was very well. And I told him about your upcoming presentation tomorrow. So he might join us, or he might watch as well. So
yes, it's the day after tomorrow. It will be Saturday starting at 5 p.m. EST. And I'll try to just stream for the evening for as long as I can. So my British friends can go on before they go to bed, and my Australian friend can hop on as he wakes up. So hopefully it all lines up.
What time is it starting EST?
At 5 p.m. EST on Saturday, August 1st, I will be streaming on the Enterprising Engines channel. So for people watching here, if you'd like to see me on my other channel do a live stream, Bob, the founder of Click and Learn, has been kind enough to let me use the Click and Learn StreamYard account to conduct that stream. And all of the practice we've been getting here on Click and Learn has helped me a lot, but I'm also hoping to experiment on Enterprising Engine 93 with some new ideas that we can implement in our streams. And if you're watching, even when the stream is over, if you want to give us suggestions or ideas, please reach out. We'd love to see you guys play the games, and we'd also love to see or stream the things that you'd like to see. So we love hearing from you. And right now, before Bob logged on, I was trying out just how good the videos would look just being shared in the display feature from my desktop. And as long as I remember to put the sound on, I think it should be pretty good.
Yes, those are little things we're learning to make it a habit, so that when we switch to one person playing a particular game, we also put them on the screen, because sometimes we might forget. We get so wrapped up in what we're doing, we don't realize what the viewer is seeing. So those are things that we're getting better at.
Yeah, so I'm guilty of that. I've been trying to explain things to Bob and Mark, and I forget that I didn't load it, and then they have no idea what I'm talking about. So when you guys are in the comments reminding me that I'm not presenting what I'm looking at, it's a huge help. So thank you very much.
And it's worse when you get older. So that's why I need Mark and Matt and Dell to guide me and remind me of what I've forgotten to do. So that's a good, nice looking video you got going there, Matt.
Thank you. This is the new Croton Dam at Croton on Hudson in New York State. It's about 30 minutes from the city. It is a beautiful park with a very impressive reservoir and waterfall. And you can actually hike on that bridge and look down at the dam that you're seeing in front of you. And I realized that Dell has been giving us some excellent feedback, but one thing he said is just seeing our talking heads, we shouldn't dwell on that for too long. But I'm able to load this kind of thing up. So we can talk about geography, but then queue up things that I've filmed while we're talking with each other. And I think that could be another way, besides playing the games, that we could keep our streams or help our streams become a little more interesting, with literal streams of water being one of those examples.
And I think that is a very nice, relaxing view. Is that a brand new dam that they've just built?
I think they've rebuilt it at least once. They call it the New Croton Dam, so I need to do some research on how new it is exactly. But this was in 2024. I came on a winter day to visit it, and it was misty, and the sky was gray, and the water flow was really just vivid at that time. I don't know what it looks like this year, but it was beautiful to visit it at that time.
Well, the thing I think is interesting is that they have built it so that they have 4 different ways of the water coming into there. You've got the natural water on the far left. You got the beautiful way that water cascades down over the dam. And then on the right, you had that little window of that little castle or whatever, where the water's coming out of there as well. That's interesting how they designed that. Very nice. So.
Very beautiful. And then in the future, what I could do is, if we're talking and presenting, I can load up maybe even longer video of just nature, because I think we want to make narrative videos and vlogs about our journeys, but this is geography in action. This is a place that you can visit, that you can experience. And playing a geography game might teach you to look up a name on a map you never thought to care about or think about. And this is where it can lead you. This is like a former classmate of mine that I'm friends with on Instagram posted images of this dam, and that is the only reason I knew it existed and wanted to visit it. I punched it into my GPS and said, oh, I got to go there. I got to see it. So shout out to Amanda Livingston. Because of you, I know about the New Croton Dam and visited this place. And there are so many beautiful lakes and forests in this area. It's something that always excites me. And I'm happy to say that I've been here in the summer and the winter, and they were both very beautiful at that time.
Do you know the name of the river that dam protects?
You know what? I'll do a little research right now. I'll type in the New Croton Dam and get some
Okay.
history.
Okay.
It was first completed in the year of 1906.
1906. 1906.
1906.
I think that is the year that the San Francisco fire was, where it burned down all of. What year was the San Francisco fire? I thought that was '06, but let's see what it says. Yeah, '06. That is the year that my grandmother was born, 1906. So,
According to
so
Wikipedia, that year is correct. Construction began in 1892 and was completed in 1906. It impounds up to 19 billion US gallons of water, a small fraction of the New York City water system's total storage capacity, which is 580 billion. So the water that is kind of like stored and blocked up here is very significant to New York in general. Yeah, it's a major part of the waterway.
is this their water, part of their water reserve that goes into their drinking water?
Oh, I believe so. It impounds up to 19 billion gallons out of the 580 billion US gallons that the New York City water system stores. So very clean and very important.
And beautiful, yes.
Yeah, so I know Maine was the focus today, but I kind of wanted to test out this feature while we were getting together.
See, that's pretty right there. Look at that. That's so cool that that's coming out of the same design.
Mhm.
So I think today what we're planning to work on is learning the counties of Maine. And the reason we are working on that is because when we did our last live stream, we had a visitor from, he said he was in Maine on business. So we just jumped into learning the counties. How many are there, Matt? Did you find that out yet?
I think there's 19 or 31. 19
Okay.
sounds more right. So I'll just double check that. How many counties are in Maine?
16.
Oh, there's 16, actually. There are 16 counties in Maine.
Yes. And because we all know that we can learn all the countries of South America 14 in 24 minutes, it should not take more than 30 minutes to learn the names, location of all of the counties of Maine. And when I worked with these two boys in Los Angeles on South America, first of all, as a teacher, I showed them how the system worked and I worked through it myself. So I'm thinking that, Matt, are you ready to be a teacher on Maine and I would watch and learn as you play? Or should I get in and start from scratch and learn the 16 counties of Maine? What do you suggest?
I would suggest, I'm not a master of Maine yet. I think I put in 25 minutes out of the hour it would take for me to know them perfectly. And maybe I could get it in under an hour. But if you'd like to do a refresher first, that's great. But I'm also ready to hop right in.
Okay, tell you what we'll do then is first of all, I got to share my screen and bring up my screen. Click and learn software, share that.
So I'll remove me from the stage. And Bob, we're on you.
Okay. So I'm going to close up some extra windows at the top to eliminate my distractions. And I'm going to get into free this week. At the top, I am at clickandlearn.fun. I click the thumbnail called free this week, and it's going to bring up the games that we have set up to be free. And this first one on the left is Maine. So I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to go to, let's do single player for a while. And just
Let's learn counties of Maine.
I'm going to turn off the volume and I'm going to click the go button. Since there are 16, I know that this is, I watched Matt the other day. This one starts with a P. This one starts as a P. This is Washington. This is York. This is Wayne.
Let's learn counties of Maine.
I'm going to play along with you.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, let's get into multiplayer, okay?
Okay. So we can see what we were both doing.
Yeah. That way you can switch back and forth. I'm going to go to still in learn mode. I'm going to go to multiplayer and I'm going to select the green team. And across the bottom, you can see the forest scenery and the cars. I'm in the green car, so as I get some points, my green car should come ahead in the race. But I know that this county begins with an A and one of these others begins with an A. I watched Matt the other day and it looks like this little red one. And then we go to Aroostook and then we go to Cumberland. So we start with the red one and then the green one, Cumberland. Let's see if it's down here. It is, okay, close to Wayne. And then it asks for Franklin. Okay, Franklin is it the green one here? No. Franklin is this green one up here. And then we go to Hancock. This is Hancock. Kennebec, that's Knox. Kennebec, Knox. Okay, 21 seconds over, I click the go button. It asks for Androscoggin. I think we started with red. This is Androscoggin, Aroostook, Cumberland, was that purple one? Franklin is the green one. Hancock, one of these three, I think this is Hancock. Kennebec is purple and Knox is purple. Knox is that one. We're 8 seconds over, so we got a lot quicker. So let's go. Androscoggin, Aroostook, Cumberland, Franklin, Hancock, Kennebec, and Knox. Okay, I beat it. Okay, 2 seconds over. Androscoggin, Aroostook, Cumberland, Franklin, Hancock, Kennebec, and Knox. Beat the clock, and now let's just. I'm going to do a replay on that one. Even though I beat the clock, I'm going to give myself some confidence. Androscoggin, Aroostook, Cumberland, Franklin, Hancock, Kennebec, and Knox. And it helps to recite. Yeah, it helps to recite out loud. And I'm going to click go. And now we reinforce Androscoggin, Aroostook, Cumberland, Franklin, Hancock, Kennebec, and Knox. And now we had 7 new ones. Lincoln, I remember, was someplace down here. That's the green one is Lincoln. I know that these 2 start with the letter P. This is Wayne. So I'm looking for Oxford. Oxford is on the west. Now this first one, P. Pembiscot, Piscatanis, Sada. This is Wayne. So this might be Sagotahawk. Okay, it is. Somerset and Wayne. Waldo, that's what it is, not Wayne. 22 seconds over. Androscoggin, Aroostook, what am I looking at? Cumberland, Franklin, Hancock, Kennebec, and Knox, and then Lincoln, Oxford on the west, Pembiscot, and Piscatosis, Sacagawea, down here, Somerset, and Waldo. 4 seconds over. Let's go again. Androscoggin, Aroostook, Cumberland, Franklin, Hancock, Kennebec, Knox, Lincoln, doing these alphabetically, Lincoln, L-M-N-O, Oxford, P. Penobscot, Piscataquis, Sacagawea, Somerset, and Waldo. Okay, this time I'm going to beat the clock. Androscoggin, Aroostook. I'm still looking at the questions at the top. Cumberland, well, I'm not going to beat the clock because I'm talking too much. Franklin, but I will get through Hancock. This starts with a K. This starts with a K. That's Kennebec, and Knox. Then we'll go to L, and then to Oxford, and then we'll go to the P's, Sagadocious, Somerset, Waldo, 4 seconds over. Androscoggin, Aroostook, Cumberland, Franklin, Hancock, Kennebec, Knox, Lincoln, Oxford, Penobscot, Piscataquis, Sagadocious, Somerset, Waldo. I should beat the clock, and I did. Now we're going to have all of them on the screen. Androscoggin, start with the red, and then we'll go up to the green. Androscoggin, Aroostook. Then we go down to Cumberland, Franklin, G-H, Hancock, K, Kennebec, and Knox, L, Lincoln, O, Oxford, P, Penobscot, Sagudichahawk, Somerset, Waldo. And actually, I already know the last two, Washington and York, because I watched Matt do this the other day. Okay. Now, I'm going to go right into random order. This is Franklin. Let's see if I can do it. Kennebec. This is Kennebec. Cumberland. I think this is Cumberland. That's down there. Sagadoocha. This would be, no. This yellow one is that one. York, bottom left. Hancock. This green one, Aroostook, up at the top. Knox is this purple one down here next to Kennebec. Waldo is the yellow right there. Washington, Penobscot, Oxford on the far west. Somerset, I think, was down here. No, Somerset is right here, the big red one. This one starts with a P. Androscoggin was this one, and this would be Lincoln. Now, I don't think we beat the clock. 9 seconds over. We're going to do this again. Oxford, York, Waldo, Hancock, Washington, Franklin, Piscataquis, Cumberland, Lincoln, was this Lincoln, Aroostook, Kennebec, Sagudichahawk, yes, yellow one, this one P, Somerset, the red one, Knox, the purple one, and Androscoggin. I should have beat the clock. Yes, I did beat the clock on that. And I don't know how many minutes we've been working on this, but because I watched Matt, that helped me. If Matt was a teacher showing the students, just the fact that Matt is showing the students how it works, they learn from that. So I'm going to click go. We're going to go right into test mode. Androscoggin. And that would be, I've already messed up here. Okay. Androscoggin. That's not it. Penobscot. See what percentage I get correct. Kennebec. Lincoln. Lincoln would be this one, correct. This is the yellow one. Hancock is the big green one there. Cumberland, I think, is the purple one down there. Franklin is the green one. York is the bottom left. Knox is right next to, there we go. Aroostook is at the top. Oxford, far west. Waldo, where's Waldo? Washington. I need to work on the pronunciation. Is Somerset. Okay, and I actually got 93%. Which one did I get wrong? I got Androscoggin wrong at first. So I'm going to play again. I got 93%. That's pretty darn good for less than 10 minutes working on this. See
and
if
Bob,
I get
before
it.
you get started, James popped in for a bit. He might still be on his business trip, but he asked us if we got a pronunciation guide yet for our journey through Maine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent. That's excellent. No, we did not get pronunciation guides yet. Here's what we did for Puerto Rico. I put those words into Google or something. I said, give us the phonetics. And that helped me learn with that. We could have done that on this, but we didn't think about that. But James, we're starting here, and I watched Matt, and you watched Matt for a while the other day, and I learned from that. So I'm going to continue with this. I'm going to start over again here, see if I can get all 16 of these is Oxford, correct? Escatogas. And here's the other thing. In test mode, we're not racing the clock, so I can work on the pronunciations. York at the bottom left. Androscoggin, I think we decided that was red. Okay. Aroostook. Kennebec. This is Kennebec, and this is Knox. This is Waldo. This is Hancock. This is Washington. This is, I think, Franklin, Somerset. These are the two P's, and this is Oxford. So Kennebec would be this one. Knox right next to it, almost same color. Somerset, the big green one. Lincoln County. I think it's right next to Knox. Okay, correct. And Penobscot is this purple one. Hancock is the green one down here. Sagadahoc. Okay, correct. Franklin. Waldo. I'm up to 14 so far. Matt, I think I'm going to get 100%. Washington.
I think you are too.
Oh my gosh, I say that, and now I got to figure out which is Cumberland. This is the first A, I think. So I think this is Cumberland. Okay.
And Bob, before you continue, James is joining us playing. He's on the site Learning Central America. James, we'd love to encourage you to pick multiplayer, because when you do, we'll see you on the bottom of the screen and what you're playing as we're playing. So I don't want to interrupt your session, but if you're able to pick multiplayer, we'd love to see how you're doing playing Central America while Bob and I are playing the main game together.
So I got to ask you, Matt, because James, we're just learning. So if James goes to multiplayer, can we see him also play? Can we see him on one of the teams, one of the whales at the bottom?
Yes, when we were playing the World Cup game, when I wanted to do something else, I was playing Central America and South America, and I would still see my scores in a different game while you guys were still playing the World Cup.
Yes, but the difference, Matt, is you have a user ID, don't you?
Oh, I forgot about the user ID. Okay. Yeah, James, if you make a user ID, you're able to come in on multiplayer. I forgot that that's kind of a condition to show up on there. So forgive me about that. I got excited.
And the other thing is, the user IDs are free. Now, I think, Matt, in the description for this live stream, do you have that list of links in there?
Yes, and Central America was included in that free access list in the description of our stream today. So you could play it, but I do think you have to sign in with an account to play the free this week game, and that's where you'll be able to find Maine in the list.
And the account is free, but Matt, I think you might have a link in that description also to tell them how to get a free account. Is that correct? Can you look at your description?
Yes, I copied and pasted that. So in the description of this stream, if you would all like to play along, there is a free register link. It says register for free for multiplayer. And then I've also provided links for the free games we're playing, which include South America, Learn 50 States, and Countries of Europe. So those links are still there too. Okay.
But and also, so James said he didn't see the multiplayer option. We'll give, as we're going through this for another minute, maybe James can, but either way, he can get in and play. And that's a cool thing. He can see that we got all those free games this week. And if apparently he's on business in Maine, and if he wants to learn the 16 counties of Maine while he's up there, that's something he can do for free, even if he is or not in with this live stream. I think that's correct, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So if you can join us, great, but we're just happy that you're playing along with us. We won't, if you have any questions, hit us up. I'll pay attention, but we'll keep going through our mission right now.
Yeah. And Seriously, this is new to all of us. This is why, to me, it's so exciting to see what we're doing. So I just scored 100%, but I'm going to replay because the first time through, all teachers know that this is a cramming system. They cram, they can score 100% on the test the next day. But if they replay a few times, they get it to where they really do know. So I'm going to click go and do that test. Well, let me go into test mode. I'm going to go back into Maine. I'm going to switch to test mode. I'm going to click multiplayer. I didn't click multiplayer. I clicked the wrong mode. I'm going to exit from that. I'm going to get into Maine. What I accidentally clicked was discussion instead of test. Now I go into test, multiplayer, and go. And I'm going to see if I can score 100% on this again. I know this is York. Some of these I'm really confident about. Knox, I know that one. Washington, Hancock, this is the big green one. Somerset is the red one. Kennebec is the purple one down there by Knox. Lincoln is right between Knox and Kennebec. Franklin is this green one. And the other thing is Matt also is learning from me. We kind of teach each other as we go through this. So when he gets in and plays in a few minutes, he'll be able to go much faster than he did when he first got into play. Cumberland, I think this is the green one. Aroostook at the top. Where's Waldo, the yellow one? Oxford, the other yellow one on the west. Androscoggin was the red one on the bottom left. Penobscot, purple Penobscot. That helps Sagadahoc. That's this yellow one down here. Okay, got it. And I got 100%. So Matt, I'm going to exit.
All right, I'll remove you from the stage, and it looks like it's my turn. I've been getting a little practice in while you've been playing, but I think I'll start from scratch just to see how far I can go. And I'll hit multiplayer. I think I'm there still too. Right, the first 7 I'm pretty comfortable with. I had some time to practice, so I'll go through it.
Oh, Matt. I don't think it matters, but you might want to shrink your screen to get down those black things on the side.
Well, I had already done that too.
Oh, you've already done that? Okay.
I accidentally expanded it. I expanded it by accident. So there was a reason I wanted to keep it like this, and you reminded me.
Gotcha.
Right, so Kennebec and Knox. I do want to say them out loud for this one. So Androscoggin, Aroostook, Cumberland, Franklin, Hancock, Kennebec, and Knox. All right, here we have level 2. Androscoggin, Aroostook, Cumberland, Franklin, Hancock, Kennebec, Knox, Lincoln. No, that's Sagadahoc. I think Lincoln is right next door. Oxford, Penobscot, Piscataway, I remember being next door. This is Sagadahoc, Somerset, Big Red, and where's Waldo? We cleared it. I do forget. I remember it's York and Washington. I do remember that, but I do forget what's what. So it'd be great to see if I have some retention from yesterday. I just barely remembered. So Androscoggin, Aroostook, Cumberland, Franklin, Hancock, Knox, Kennebec, Lincoln, Oxford, Penobscot, Piscataway, Sagadahoc, Somerset, Waldo, York, oh, okay, Washington, then York. York is at the bottom.
Okay. Now the cool thing is you did get those all in order, but you twisted up the words Kennebec and York as you did that. Kennebec is first, and then York. Kennebec and then Knox, rather. Kennebec and
Knox, yeah.
Okay.
So this is Washington. This is York. Okay. Now that one more time. Washington, York. All right. So I'll try to keep that in my mind. And now random order. I really got to prove that I know what I'm doing here. So Lincoln, Cumberland, Knox, Piscataway. Oh, that's Penobscot. This is Piscataway. Washington, Oxford, Aroostook, York at the bottom. Kennebec is first in that whole sequence. Somerset, Sagadahoc, Waldo, Hancock, Androscoggin, Franklin, and Penobscot. So I do need to improve my time, but I did retain more in random order than I thought I would, which I'm pretty
That is
psyched.
pretty cool. That is excellent.
That's pretty good. Somerset. Oh, I feel like I forgot Somerset. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got it. We got it. That's Penobscot. This is Piscataway. I made the same mistake last time, so I got to make sure I get that down. Sagadahoc, Penobscot, Knox, Hancock, Franklin. Shoot. Is this Franklin? It is Franklin. Oxford, Androscoggin, Kennebec, Cumberland, Waldo, Aroostook, and Lincoln. All right. I got most of them right, but I do need to improve my time to progress. York, Knox. Oh, that's Walt. I think I misclicked there. I'm not gonna blame the floor on that, but I forgot Lincoln. Lincoln is the green one here. Piscataway, Androscoggin, Washington, Waldo. Let's hit the right one this time. Hancock, Sagadahoc, Penobscot, Franklin. Hope I'm not forgetting Franklin. Franklin there. Cumberland, Oxford, Kennebec, Aroostook, and Somerset. I'm still over, but there's like middle ones like Franklin, Oxford, and Cumberland that I remember them vividly in order, but when they're mixed up, I'm still struggling with that. So I got to keep going. Kennebec, Penobscot. Oh, that's got those confused. York, Franklin Green, Androscoggin, Lincoln, the green one down here, Washington, Sagadahoc, Aroostook, Oxford, Waldo, Piscataway, actually. I've been saying it really wrong. And then Cumberland. Okay, now I'm ready for test mode. I think I can do it now. So I'm just going to dive right in and see how well I do. And then I can retake it if I'm having trouble with that. So this is York, Piscataway, Aroostook, Penobscot, Cumberland down here, Somerset, the big red one here, Franklin. I'm going to have some pause on Franklin. I think it's the yellow one. Oh, that was wrong. I'll have to see where the Franklin was later on. Androscoggin, right there. Kennebec, Lincoln. Lincoln's the green one. Sagadahoc, yellow one right here. Oxford. Nope, I missed that one up too. Waldo, and then Washington. So I got an 87. I got Franklin and Oxford confused, and they're right next to each other. So Oxford is the yellow one, and Franklin is the green one on top of Oxford.
That's pretty darn good for the first time on that. 87%, and you've been doing this, I think it's been about 20 minutes or 30 minutes yesterday or the day before, and maybe 10 or 12 minutes so far today. So that's excellent so far.
Yeah, I'm close to a full hour of putting time into the game over the course of 2 days. And maybe if I had stuck to the full hour consecutively, it would have locked in faster, but we're really darn close. So why don't I replay it again and see if I can get that 100%? It might take me a few tries, but we'll figure it out. All right. Oxford. Franklin. Okay. Right off the bat. Lincoln, though, unfortunately, I'm worried about Lincoln. I think Lincoln is the green one down here. Then this is Piscataway, Kennebec, Penobscot, York, Sagadahoc, Aroostook, Androscoggin, Hancock, Knox, Cumberland. Okay. Oh, shoot. No, this is Cumberland. I remember that. Washington. Somerset. Big Red. 100%. I definitely want to review, but, you know, having Oxford and Franklin back to back at the beginning, right after I had said that was my biggest problem, was probably a.
So, Matt,
a
I have a question.
Yes.
You're living in closer to Maine. You are up in the northeast part of the country, and I noticed that you seem to catch on to the pronunciations much quicker than I did. And I'm wondering if you actually hear the names of those counties or those cities or something regularly or throughout your life, because they are all new to me.
You know, there's one Piscataquis. I think I've been saying Piscatawis. It's Piscataquis. Or it could be Piscataqui too. I think I know some pronunciations where a Q-U-I-S has a qui sound to it and not quis. So I'm just going with my instinct. It's funny. I went to Roanoke, Virginia, and when I read it, I pronounced it Roanoke, which is a very Pacific Island take on Roanoke, and my buddies were cracking up. So I could be getting it fully wrong. I think things like York, Washington, Kennebec, those I'm getting right. But I think Piscataqui or Piscataquis, I'm just kind of guessing on.
Okay, well, here's the other thing. You have confidence enough at least to say something. I stumble on those, and that's why it's important to say something, whether a country is pronounced Bangladesh or something different. You at least have to say something. And anyway, I'm learning as well as watching you. So go ahead, Matt, see if you can score 100% again as a review.
Okay. So I'm going to go to, and I'll set it to review mode. Hit multiplayer.
I mean, okay, either way, yeah. You're going to review.
Mm-hmm. So Androscoggin, Aroostook, Cumberland, it's right here, Franklin, Hancock, Kennebec, Knox, Lincoln, green right there, Oxford, Penobscot, Piscataqui, Sagadahoc, Somerset, Waldo, Washington, and York. Okay, so just a reminder for review mode, it lets the buttons disappear and they do display the questions in alphabetical order. So it's not as randomized as test mode and random order would be. So Androscoggin, Aroostook, Cumberland, Franklin, Hancock, Kennebec, Knox. Then we have Lincoln, Oxford, Penobscot, Piscataqui, Sagadahoc, Somerset, Waldo, Washington, and York. I beat the clock. Okay, so that's a successful review session, but they weren't randomized. And I know that Oxford and Franklin might have given me more trouble if they weren't in the random order. So Bob, did you mean that you wanted me to play the game from the very beginning and work my way to test mode again?
No, let's go right into test mode. Switch to test mode. And this shows that a student doesn't have to go through all 50 states 7 at a time. They go all 50 states on the screen in test mode for practice.
That's a great way to review. So then we have Knox. And I can think about it. I don't have to rush. This is Cumberland. Somerset, the big red. York, right at the bottom. Penobscot. Where's Waldo? There's Waldo. Androscoggin, right here. Then we have Hancock off to the right. Then I remember it's Oxford and then Franklin. So the yellow one is Oxford. Aroostook right at the top. Sagadahoc hanging at the bottom. Kennebec over here. Piscataqui, yellow one right here. Then we have Lincoln. Shoot, I am blanking on Lincoln. Oh, Lincoln is the green one. here. Then we have Franklin. Franklin's right here. And then Washington off to the side, 100%. So I think the review mode did help me, though.
Okay, we got another note from James. He said that in the Northeast, you can't pronounce words the way the English language seems to indicate that they would be said. And he lived in Rhode Island for 2 years, so he has some experience with that I don't have, having lived in Missouri, where I grew up most of my life. And he also asks, he says, are we guys seeing his progress? Matt, do you know if we're seeing anything here?
Yeah, James, we've usually played and we've never had someone in the chat playing multiplayer with us at the same time. So we're glad that we can test this out with you. Thank you. You're kind of helping us trial some things. But at the bottom, I only see me in the lead as the yellow train, and all the other trains are at 0% behind me. So unless you picked the yellow train, my only theory is you're in a different server than we are. It'd be great if we could get you on there.
But also, we would not see his progress unless he's in multiplayer mode as well.
Okay. So James, if you can hear us, check if you're in multiplayer and make sure not to select yellow or green, because those are the two team colors that Bob and I picked. Yeah, you're a beta tester. That's the word for it. Thank you. James and stuff, you've been a great beta tester for us so far.
Yes, it helps us because we really need, before we go into the big stage or whatever, we really need to practice a lot like we're doing, and James is helping us with that. So, okay. Now, and the other thing is what we really need, Matt, is we need to find someone that we can walk through the login process of getting a free user ID. And perhaps we do that now. Would that help?
I think it would be helpful, just so we have it on the record, because we've put some of the links in the description of this stream. Yeah, why don't we walk through it? Do you want to do that, or do you want me to follow your directions?
Well, here we go. He says, I don't see multiplayer mode. I did sign in, and he created an avatar. Okay, that's a big step. He's got a user ID and an avatar now, but he doesn't see the multiplayer mode. Now, here's one of the things.
What I'll do, Bob, is I will go and show him where we think he should be seeing it. So I will go to the site. I'll hit the free and click and learn games, hit the Maine game, and then when you see counties of Maine, it should allow you to select multiplayer next to single player here. So it should hopefully be that simple. So James, I'm sorry. Did you not find it in this stage of selecting the game?
Matt, I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Multiplayer mode is for a teacher, or that could be it. Matt, James asked, is paid subscription needed for multi-mode? And I think Matt, it might be because multiplayer mode is set up so a teacher can show her students and watch her students as they play. And in order to do that, they've got to be able to be a paid subscriber. Now, I tell you what, okay. When I get there, it says there's free or VIP. When he does that, it says free or VIP. Okay. How do we get around this, Matt?
Well, I don't feel like I have teacher privileges on my account. I have 2 of them, and I've been able to get in and play no problem and get into multiplayer. So I'm not sure if it's the teaching mode or if maybe Dell designed special links for people that are playing the games from seeing them on stream. Maybe we have to talk to Dell about this tomorrow.
Here's an idea. Here's what James can do. when he says free or VIP, okay, so it seems paid needs to be, says paid is needed to be multiplayer. Okay, so I think Matt, you and I both clicked that at the same time.
Whoops,
But here's
there we go.
here's what we can do for James. If you want to click the VIP part, I'm going to give you a password that gives you a code that gives you access for free. Okay. So if you want to try VIP and help us out by going through that process, click on VIP as if you want to purchase, and then click the one that says $20 a year. But I'm going to give you a password that gets you past the cost. So it'll be free. Okay. And the password, Matt doesn't even know this yet, but the free code to get to is New Jersey. Okay. So if you put in the word New Jersey, and this is fine for anybody that watches this afterwards, because we really, at the beginning, we just need people using it. And did you put that on the screen? There we go. So Matt, this is something you and I are both learning. If James gets through this, he's already logged in with user ID, and he's already got an avatar. So now as he goes through the VIP part with that code, New Jersey, I think he can get a year subscription for free.
Okay.
And anybody else that watches this here this week until we change the code, New Jersey should work for you as the code to get you in for free. And here's the other thing. The other thing is, it's not just one or two games. It's not just these free games. But once James signs in, he says it looks like it all worked. Okay.
Brilliant. All right, so we'd like to both get playing again. I think we both keep clicking his comment at the same time. All right, I'm going to click it.
There we go. That's why we need just one host instead of both of us trying to be a host here. Okay, so now in 1 minute, that we're going to switch to a new 15-minute loop here. And once James goes to clickandlearn.fun, and then he clicks free this week, and then he clicks South America. I think that's what he's working on. Is that what he's doing, South America?
Yeah, he's working on Central America. And James,
Okay.
if you wouldn't mind sticking around, we'd love to all play multiplayer with you so we can see you in the ring with us for the first time. It would be great to see the multiplayer in action, not just with the people on stream, but with people joining us. Our first beta tester, James and stuff. So thank you.
And here's the other thing. Now, do you have to send him an invitation, Matt, to join us on live stream?
I do. So yeah, I could send an email invite in the future. That could be something too.
But you don't have his email address.
Yeah, so I think let's try the multiplayer first. But James, you've always made such wonderful comments. Maybe someday you'll be able to join us on a stream too.
But if he joins us in a team, one of those colors, red, green, blue, or yellow, would we see his progress on the bottom?
Yes, if he chooses the blue or red team, we'll be able to see James's progress on the bottom of the screen. Currently on mine, I'm playing Counties of Maine and I'm yellow. I'm the bicyclist in the lead right now. But if James selects red or blue, we'll be able to see his progress too.
Okay. So let's see what he's got. Now, I don't see, I tell you what, Matt. Okay, there we go. Now we can see on the bottom. Matt is yellow. I'm going to sign in as green. Now I'm going to get in here. I'm going to say play this game. I'm going to go to Central America, and I'm going to go to learn mode, multiplayer, and I can see that I click. So now when I play, okay, now Matt is still in the lead, and it doesn't matter what game we're on. But if James gets them correct, he's going to get a point, and we're going to see him moving ahead here a little bit on one of the cars. And I'm going to answer a few and see if I can get the green car moving up a little bit. It asks for Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, GH, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Panama, and the green car moves up a little bit. So if James has picked a blue or a red team, then we'll be able to see him move up as he gets them correct.
It looks like James has run into some more errors. After that code, the site reloaded, and now all I see is the top row of windows to select. Okay. James, do you happen to see the window or box that says free this week, and it shows a teacher playing the game?
Okay.
When you only see the first column, do you happen to just see this box there? I think that should allow you to get into the row of games that we're playing at the very least.
Okay. Okay. So here's the thing. Here's what happens, Matt. Once he signs up as a user, he can design his own playground. James, what you now have is your own playground. And you can select the one that you can select in fact, let me show him. Matt, put me on the screen.
Or I'll put you on the screen, Bob.
Okay. So Matt or James, what I think James sees the top. He sees the top row. If he selects game library, he's going to see this next row with about 10 or 15 topics. And if he clicks select your state, no matter what state you're from or visit, James, you have access to all states. And if we scroll across, Matt, is this showing up on your screen?
It's showing up on the stream, but James says he does not see what you have presented.
What he did say is that he could see the top row that starts with welcome here, click here to start. I think that's what he said. Yes.
He does see that row. He didn't see the next thing that you said after that.
Okay, I got you. Okay. So after he clicks here, he clicks the thumbnail that says click here to access the game library. Right next to welcome is game library. When he clicks that thumbnail, that gives him access to more folders with more games. Okay. If he clicks the folder for 50 states, if he clicks the thumbnail for let's say geography on the left, that brings up these 12 games that helps him learn countries of Africa, Europe, Asia, and so forth. These arrows go back and forth, James. You can scroll back and forth on that. You can also collapse. I'm going to collapse that row. I'm going to collapse that row. I'm going to go back.
Bob, I think your latest explanation has helped James. He seems to see that something has changed. So, James, we can't appreciate you enough. Let us know if after these directions it helped you find what you're looking for.
And all of these, for example, if he clicks game library and then select your state, no matter what state he's in, he can find those games. And for example, I live in Arizona, so I'm going to click the thumbnail for Arizona. And all of these are games that I can play to learn the counties of Arizona. where I can also see the free maps and things like that. And this is how you collapse. I know that Dell tells us don't get into details, but I think we need to do this for James to get him started here because we really want to be able to see him doing multiplayer with us.
Yeah, so Bob, James says he can see all the games now. I think it was just going through the instructions a few times to make sure we both understood each other. But I think he's having a lot more luck now, so hopefully we can get to the multiplayer part soon.
Very good, very good. So if he gets into multiplayer, we can all go to Central America or whatever he picks. And I think we can even see what he can pick any game. And I think that across the bottom, it's going to show, take off the banner at the bottom.
Okay.
Or his comment rather. Okay. That way we'll be able to see what game he's playing as he plays, I think. Okay. But we have to all be in multiplayer to see that. So I'm going to get in myself.
Okay. So Bob, you're going to be team green and I'm going to be team yellow.
Okay. James is in Maine.
And James, you could be team blue or team red, and then we'll see if we all show up together, and I'll join you in Maine as well.
Okay, we'll all go to Maine. I'm going to go to this week. I'm going to go to Maine, and I'm going to click multiplayer. Matt, are you doing the same thing with us then?
I am.
And from what Matt and I have done, James, okay, there we go, James and Bob. Okay, James is in the green team with me, I think.
Okay, I don't see you guys yet, but I think after you get to a certain checkpoint, I'll see you guys behind me. I kind of went fast.
Okay, and here we go. Okay, I think I'm going to watch the green team because that's what James is in.
And I realized I should have put my stuff up because I was going through it real quick. All right.
Okay, James, I can see him coming up. He's got 6 answers correct. He's got 7 correct. See, he's got 3.5 points on there. See Matt down there at the bottom?
Oh, I do see that. Did he pick green or did you pick green?
He's in green with me. And because there are 2 of us in there, each of us only gets half a point. Okay. So as I click and play, James and I will both be getting some points. So I'm going to click Androscoggin, Aroostook, Cumberland, Franklin, Hancock, Kennebec, and Knox. And then James and I are both up there in second place. And Matt is way ahead with 103 smarts. James and I on this team have 14.5 smarts. So this is pretty cool, Matt. This is really cool. We are actually seeing someone, and when I click on the green, I show who's in that team. Matt, you can click on the cars and you can see who's in the cars, or on the bicycles rather.
Okay. James and Bob are team green. There you go.
Yes. When we click on that, and when I click on yellow, it shows that Matt, I think we can have up to 6 people in a team.
Oh, so there's 4 icons of characters racing, but then within those icons, 6 players could be representing that color. Do I have that correct?
Say that again, Matt.
So there are 4 icons in different colors at the bottom racing. And then within those, you can have up to 6 people in this bubble?
Yes, I think that's what our programmer has set up as 6 on a team. So so that a class of 24 students perhaps could form teams and all race each other. Okay.
Okay.
And here's the other thing that's going to happen in a minute. When James finishes a level, it's going to tell me that he's moved on to level 2 or whatever. It's going to have a message across the bottom. And Matt, you can watch for that as well. Once he gets to where he, I think, masters, once he beats the clock for any level, that's when a message comes up to show the teacher that the student has mastered a certain level.
All right, so I'm going through it, catching up a little bit. All right, I want to beat the time limit, but I want to get them right too. All right, I'm in test mode, which is great.
Okay, here it is. Matt cleared level 4 of the counties of Maine, okay?
Right, and James
there
and
4
Bob are still
levels?
representing. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
what happened?
16 questions. So first round 7, second round another 7, and since there's 16 counties, there's a third level to introduce the last 2. Then there's random order, and then there's test mode. So I'm
Okay.
all the way into test mode now after doing all of those different rounds.
Okay, so Matt, you're on the screen?
I'm on the screen right now.
Okay, I'm gonna watch, and I'll be the narrator if once we see James mastering a level.
It's definitely coming together to me a lot more lucidly, which always feels good.
Me too. James is a big help today.
100%. It's sticking.
Okay,
Maybe
here we
it's
go.
not-
Yeah. Okay, that's very good. Now, why can I cannot see the bottom of the screen? There we go, for some reason.
Okay.
Matt has completed another level there. I just saw that message come across. Let's see what happens if I go ahead and play on your screen and show your screen.
Okay.
And I'm going to get in and play and see if my message comes across the bottom that shows that I've done it.
Okay.
So I'm going to play. So I'm going to go through Androscoggin, Aroostook, Cumberland, Franklin, Hancock, Kennebec, Knox, Lincoln, Oxford, the 2 Ps, Sagadahoc, Somerset, Waldo. Okay. And it says that Bob cleared level 2, counties of Maine. So the message does come up on the bottom. Okay, here we go. Matt says hi from South Dakota and hi from Oregon. Okay, here we go. James cleared level 2, counties of Maine. Do you see that, Matt, across the bottom?
I do see that. Well done, James. Look at that.
That is pretty cool.
Well
pretty
done.
So
I'm going to
now,
hit yellow team again.
yeah, every 15 minutes, a new round starts. So I'm going to let James get in his own team. I'm going to pick blue so that we can so James scores a full smart every time he gets one correct.
Perfect.
Okay. So, James is already in the lead with 7. He's got 7 correct, 9 correct. Okay, Matt just started counties of Maine. Matt has 3 correct, 4 correct, 5 are correct. Matt is trying to catch up. Matt just jumped ahead of James because Matt has been practicing.
Oh, yeah.
James got 60. Okay, Matt cleared level 1, counties of Maine. I think we're going to get James cleared here in a second as well. All right.
There we go. So I'll add me to the screen.
Matt cleared level 2.
Boom, 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 boom. Then we have Lincoln. Lincoln always makes me pause. I have to get that down better. Here we go.
Okay, James just jumped way up there, I think.
Oh, yeah, this is getting close. I can't pause too much. All right.
James is up to 62 smarts. Matt cleared level 3 counties of Maine. But James, this is the way the system works. And in single player, we don't have the racing car, but the method is still the same, 7 questions at a time. And no matter what state you're from, you can learn the counties of your state if you wish. Unless you're from South Carolina, no, unless you're from Georgia and North Carolina and Michigan has a lot of counties. Okay, I'm going to be quiet and let James concentrate here.
I know we're throwing interference, at least unintentionally. Piscataquis, Sagadahoc, Oxford, the yellow one there, Cumberland. I know Cumberland. Awesome. Okay, that feels pretty good. I'm gonna hit green team. James is green. I'm ahead, but that's okay. Bob is the blue car in the back. James is doing pretty well. Let me see. I'm gonna hit the 3 dots in the corner. You can send little messages to your friends and also give them encouragement too. So I was sending some silly ones before, but since I'm from New Jersey, I'm gonna say hi from New Jersey. And I'm gonna say, I love geography. And then right at the top, there's all these different emojis you can pick. So I think I'll pick a bicep, explosion, a first place medal, a picante pepper, graduate, target, and some wide eyes. And then I'll send it. And then you can see right at the bottom, you can see my silly message sliding across the screen. But it's giving some encouragement to James. You can see him. You can see him in the green car. He's trying to catch up over here. So I can see what you meant, Bob, by the teacher using this to track progress and keep an eye on the class and what messages they're sending to each other too. So what do we got here?
This is a great example of how a teacher can help the students, with James here on helping us today. He's got 9,900 smarts.
Anderson, Aroostook, Cumberland, Franklin, Hancock, Kennebec, and Knox. And I'm starting to get the alphabetical order a bit more too. That's been sticking in my head a little better. Scataquis, Somerset, Waldo, Go, Androstoggan, Aroostook, Cumberland, Franklin, Hancock, Kennebec, Knox, Lincoln, Oxford, Penobscot, Scataquis, Sagadahoc, Somerset, Waldo, then Washington, then York. Random order. Washington, Kennebec, Penobscot, Sagadahoc, Cumberland, right here. Knox, here. Aroostook, Franklin, right here. Androscoggin. Oh, careful. Careful. Okay. Somerset, Lincoln. Lincoln, 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 right here in the green. Scataquis, Oxford, right here in yellow. And we got Hancock, and we have Waldo, and then York. Try to improve your time. So I was 4 seconds over the random order, but still good to go. James is making great progress too. We've had a head start learning Maine, James. As you saw, we started yesterday, but I think you're doing pretty well for your start. So I'll send you a nice message, James. I'm going to send you a gold medal, a sunshine, a star, a sunflower, a bicep, and great job to let you know that you are doing an awesome job.
Oh, very good. Very good. That's pretty cool, Matt.
As you can see, I'm enjoying that feature a little too much, but at least it's supportive.
Okay, now I have 35 smarts. James has 126. Matt is way ahead. But the point is, James, you can play this at any time. You can play this in any time just by going and logging in like you did with your avatar and your user ID. And You got access to about 1,500 games. I think Dell says we've got 2,000 games in the system. But he can explore. And here's the other thing, James. You can actually request us to create games for you. And we can create games to put into your playground so that you have access to those. Nobody else will see those except you and us as creators. Okay, James has 134 smarts.
Okay. James says thank you.
All right.
Then we have Lincoln right here. Then we have Kennebec. Then we have Washington. Then we have Hancock. Then we have Sagadahoc right here. Then we have Knox. Then we have the big red Somerset, Waldo. The colors really help, I gotta tell you. Piscataquis. And 100%. The colors really do help. You won't have the colors on your geography test probably, but if that helps you get to that point, we're glad that the color coding can help you. It certainly helps me quite a bit. And if you'd like to contact us for comments, suggestions, a new game idea, you can email us at clickandlearnsoftware@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you all. And we are very delighted once again to thank our friend James for joining us as a beta tester. It's been great to see that we've been able to play with you remotely while we're streaming together.
Yes. And seriously, Matt, this has been a really good day. The fact that James has joined us and is across the bottom, it's showing his progress. He's got 161 smarts. Bob has 51.
Yeah. It's showing that I've had my practice. So I'm glad that it's sticking.
Oh, and the other thing that Matt just did, which I think is cool, Matt just gave James our email address for comments and suggestions. So personally, I would really like to see maybe whenever he wants to let us know his progress or how he's doing or what games he's playing, that would help all of us make the system better.
You got York at the bottom, 3 more to go. Lincoln is the green one here. I'm starting to remember that a little better. Androscoggin is usually the first one that you pick as you're playing the game. And then we have Washington off to the right and 100% again. So, you know, I spent a little over an hour on this collectively, I would say, but it is starting to stick. And it's nice that there's 16 questions. That's an easier game to master in that amount of time. As you know, Bob has mastered the 254 counties of Texas game multiple times and was able to recite them alphabetically by playing the game. But that is not something you can do in an hour. That's a major feat that can be accomplished with the click and learn games. And, you know, yeah, you know, if you're up for that challenge, let us know. If you're in the audience, we can certainly make that available to you. But Bob has to review to be able to do it again. But it's so impressive to see him go through that, fly through that in under 4 minutes. Unbelievable.
And if James wants to tell us what state he's from, we can discuss how long I estimate it would take someone to learn the counties of that state. Some are easy. Arizona is very, very easy. Texas actually took me 18 hours, 18 days, an hour at a time to learn to pronounce to recite. Yeah, Texas was impressive, and but it took so much time. And it's the type of thing you would only learn to show the power. We played that game to show the power of learning the Texas counties. And Texas might be easier than Michigan because Michigan is all little squares, which is difficult for me.
Alrighty. So let's see. I'm going to check if you're still in there, James. Yeah, you're at 184 points, which is great. Bob is at 51. I'm at 358. You know what I might even do? I might see if Central America is still in there. I'll do a little review of that. I'll hit multiplayer. Then I'll hit go. So let's start. Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Panama. Next one is 11 questions. Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, Panama, Cuba, Haiti, Jamaica, and Mexico. All right,
Okay,
now let's random order.
So James spent a lot of time growing up in Mississippi, and after Texas, my next state is Louisiana, then Mississippi. I might learn the counties of Mississippi before I get there as I travel the country. So
That'll be good.
Yes. So I'm going to divert here and find out how many counties in Mississippi.
Okay. I'll keep playing through. El Salvador.
82 counties in Mississippi.
Oh, you got your work cut out for you.
I don't know if I'm going to do that, Matt.
Oh, I got Haiti and Jamaica confused. Whoopsie. Oh, I knew that. I got to do that again.
Okay, so I'm going to get in and for right now, James has 206 smarts. I have 51. I'm going to see what I can do for a minute here.
Okay. James at 206. Well done. Bob's at 53. It looks like he's getting started again. I'm at 419 because I was replaying Maine so many times. That's the only reason I was doing so well.
Yeah,
that's still good to do well.
Kennebec. Okay. Sometimes my mind goes blank. I've done this so many times. I know where Kennebec is, and then I forgot. So
I gotcha. I'll put your footage on the screen.
Somerset. And here's the other thing I'll tell James is this really takes a lot of concentration. So when Matt and I are talking, it is hard to concentrate. So after this live stream, if you want to play any of these on your own, it'll be easier because you won't have to listen to us at Biscoggin. Okay, we start a new one. I'm going to go to, I'm going to stick with blue, I think. Or maybe it leaves us in the same cars, Matt. I think it leaves us in the same cars.
I think it does too, but I'll click yellow again while I'm playing.
Yeah. Okay. Mississippi. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can learn Mississippi in a week or not, Matt. It's be a challenge. But I'm going to get into the 50 states. Here's how to really rack up some points.
Oh, that's how you can. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you rack up a lot of points by finding something you really know inside and out, and you play it in review mode, and you fly through it.
I'm going to be left in the dust.
Yes, so I'm not sure how many. Looks like I have. How many smarts? studio. We're learning.
Dang it.
Okay, so I'm going to. Okay, why we're not seeing this stuff on the screen, Matt?
Do you want your screen up?
No, I'm just wondering why across the bottom of that you're showing. Oh, I know what. I'm looking at my screen instead of the StreamYard screen.
Okay. Yeah, my screen, I still see the whales competing at the bottom.
Okay. So my screen, which is not on live, I'm going to fly through and get some points and catch up with James if I can.
Okay.
Alabama, Alaska.
And here's Bob's screen right ahead.
My screen is my screen live now? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, your screen is the screen we're watching right now.
Okay. Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana. And that's the beauty of knowing something so well that you can fly through it, because I'm going to get a lot of smarts here. Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas. I'm going to get a lot of smarts by beating the clock too. Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming, and I'm going to get another 15 points there. There we go. So I should have went up a ways with the little whale. Okay, it looks like the whale brings me to, where am I seeing the whale? Okay, I go to StreamYard Studio and I expand this large screen. Matt, I'm not seeing the whales at the bottom. Is that because I'm looking at my screen instead of the StreamYard?
Huh. Yeah, because I'll remove you from the stage.
Okay, hold on. I just saw a message from James just came across at the bottom there.
Okay.
I got him. I didn't see the message full, but James just mastered another level. What color are you? Are you yellow?
I'm yellow. You're on the green whale. What I will do,
green.
Since I'm on the screen, I'm yellow. Oh, James is green, actually.
James is green. Look at all the points he has.
Yeah, James is doing great.
Who is it? Is there anybody else in his car?
Right now, it seems like you are not assigned to a team. All the other teams are empty, and only green and yellow have indicators that James and I are in them.
Okay, so I must not be actually in a car.
Okay.
Or in a whale. James started counties of, was that Florida? I think he just started counting. Okay, here's the thing. I think there are 67 counties of Florida.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
That'll be a challenge. But at least Florida's counties have some shape. And I did learn the counties of Florida at one point. There's the other cool part, Matt. Now that James is a registered user, he has access to everything. So,
Oh, that's great.
yes, he can get in and play whatever games he wants. I'd be interested in seeing how long it takes him to learn to count if he's interested. Sometimes you play a game just for fun.
Mm-hmm. Just get the gears turning. Virginia.
He's got 104 smarts. Matt has 65. Bob did not jump in the car.
Kentucky. Oklahoma. Maine. Oh, there's a familiar face. Colorado.
Are you going back to Maine?
I'm in the United States game, but Maine has just come up. And
Okay. James just started the 50 states game.
Okay. It's going to be competitive. I bet he knows them better than I do, or at least faster.
Well, he already cleared level 1 of the 50 states, so he's already got Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut. He's already got those.
He's flying. So, all right, James, you're a worthy opponent.
He is flying through this. Okay. And he cleared level 2 of the 50 states.
Oh, he knows his stuff. He knows his stuff.
I think he knows the states, yeah.
I think he knows them pretty well. So Maine, I had a head start, but not here. Certainly not here.
But on the other hand, Matt, you've mastered the 50 states in 40 minutes when we're in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it's good to keep that knowledge in your head because it's Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, those, and Minnesota. Missouri and Minnesota, I tend to get scrambled sometimes. So it's good to get the practice in.
And the other thing too, Matt, is I don't think we see a message of someone's completed something unless, was that you, Matt?
Yeah, I just got 100% on the 50 states.
No, that's excellent. And you just jumped almost up to James, but you got 144 smarts now. He's still way ahead. But
I got a 50-point bonus for beating the test mode, which adds up. That really helps your score.
Yes, it adds up the smart for every one of your correct answers. Mm-hmm. But here's the other thing too, Matt. I think that a message appears across the bottom only if someone beats the clock at a level.
I see.
So if I play Maine 4 or 5 times and I only beat the clock once, I think the message only appears once. This has been a great live stream because we learned so much.
We learned so much, and James, if you're still on, we could not have learned this much without you. It's been really great to understand the features and how to explain them to other people. We've been really looking forward to see more people play, and you are the first person that's joined us on stream as a viewer to hop on and play the games with us. So we're so grateful to you for helping us work through some problems, but then also we got to play together, which is something we would love to do with more viewers in the future. So thank you once again. I know I've thanked you a lot, but it's been very exciting for both Bob and I.
And also, I think we're going to get Ron in Knoxville to also I'm going to tell Ron he needs to get a user ID and join us, because this is much more fun when we have a few people in here.
And I wanted to tell you, Bob, I asked my friend Seth of Flying Scotsman Productions. He has helped with some of my videos in the past. He is also a resident of Tennessee. So I think we should plan a Tennessee playthrough with Ron and Seth both on stream. I think that could be really fun.
I tell you what, Tennessee has a lot of counties.
I'll throw on something special for you guys. So what I'll do is I'm going to stop this screen and I'll show you this, just a brief little thing. Seth, Flying Scotsman Productions, is a very skilled director. He's helping me with a project that I'm working on. And here's like a little. Are you sharing
a screen yet? Okay, there you go.
Yeah. So he didn't help with this scene in particular, but I do a YouTube series called Enterprising Engines, and we're making a feature-length project called Enterprising Engines Someday. It's a movie, and Seth is my co-director on that. He also has his own channel, Flying Scotsman Productions. But it's Thomas the Tank Engine toys outside, and we go through all these adventures. And I know that it seems random, but I filmed these videos all over the 50 states. And of course, I haven't hit all the 50 states. But my series has been filmed in New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Maine, California, Tennessee, and then this summer I'll be filming in the state of Virginia for the first time, which I'm very excited about. But someday I would love to have filmed in all 50 states of the country.
That would be, now what's the name of this engine there that you just showed?
The two engines, the green one was Peter Sam, and the brown engine was Duke.
Okay, very cool, very cool. And you're making a full-length video this year?
Yes, this year, since last year, we've been working on a feature-length movie called Enterprising Engines Someday. And it's the story of the railway controller's second marriage and how it causes a chain reaction of events on the island of Sodor. And we've had the privilege of filming in several states for this movie alone. Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, Maine, Puerto Rico. We got some stuff from Puerto Rico for the movie too.
Okay, what's that message across the bottom? It said James did something there. He just mastered another level.
Oh, great. Okay. Oh, I thought you meant the comments. It was at the bottom of the screen. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to my game screen. I'll try to pull that back up again.
Yeah, that's why we need almost three monitors. But yeah, it says it's an alphabetical order and it's timed, so it is challenging. I'm going to bring that message up, Matt.
Okay.
And then, but the other part about being alphabetical is you always know what's coming next. It's going to be Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, and then C's, and then Delaware, and so forth.
So I'm just vibing and going through it right now. Minnesota. Let's get Minnesota right. And we did. Then we have Ohio. Then we have New Mexico. Then we have Michigan. Then Utah. And Tennessee. Alabama. Alabama. Right here. Then Kentucky. Kentucky.
James just cleared level 5. James just cleared level 5 of the 50 states. So he's flying through this.
He knows them real well. Real well.
He does.
Nebraska. South Dakota. New Jersey. I know where New Jersey is. Indiana. Louisiana. And we have Maine. And we have Kansas. Yeah, that's Kansas. I'm in test mode, so I can take my time and I can think. But it's good to have a good grasp on this. Like Alabama, Arkansas, Kentucky. I do have to go back and remember those, and I can get Missouri and Minnesota mixed up all the time. And those are states that I would love to visit someday. I have not hit up all 50 yet. I have been to Wyoming and seen the Grand Teton mountain ranges, and there was a ski town that I went to where I got a huckleberry cheeseburger. It had crushed huckleberry. It was pretty good. Oh, I hit Utah instead of Wyoming, so I got one wrong, but I was too distracted thinking about huckleberries. Yeah.
Yeah. We got 15 seconds till the new game starts. So James, we're going to be able to catch up with him. He's got 420 points. He doubled whatever the rest of us did. But in a few seconds, we're going to start over with a new start at 0 again.
Great.
Yeah. He was too far ahead. We'd never catch him.
Well, maybe if I did Maine counties and just went over and over again, I could speed through it. But that would be pretty cool.
And that'd be good review too. I mean, that's really the way to learn, is to get in and play something over and over until it's really inside your soul. Okay, I'm going to pick the red team. James is in green. I'm in red. He's already flying ahead here. Okay,
he's still going. He's rocking and rolling.
Matt, we need to quit talking. We need to race this guy.
All right, James, we're coming for you. We're going to speed through it now. Bob's loaded up on the screen.
I am?
You are, yeah. So let's see if
Okay.
we can catch up with James. I'm going to do it too.
Here's the other thing. I don't even have to know the names. I know it's going to be red, green, and then whatever. And then Franklin is green. Hancock, Kennebec, Knox, Lincoln, element Oxford, and the P, both P's, and the S's and S down here is Somerset, Waldo, Washington, and York. Now my red car. Okay, do you see that jump up there, Matt?
I did see that. We're going into hyperdrive now.
We are, okay. Bob completed something and Matt completed something. James is still ahead with 48, Smarts 49. Okay. Okay, Matt, what game are you playing, Matt?
I'm playing the Maine counties, and I am out for blood. I am here to win. I am here to win.
You flew ahead with that one. You must have been a quick clicker.
I do know these a lot better than I did before, but I could still make a mistake, so I got to be careful too.
Yeah.
Now I'm in random order. That's going to slow me down from remembering the order and the colors, so I got to really think about it now. Can't just button match.
Yes, random order, whether it's a review or test, or whether it's test rather. Okay, James just jumped ahead. He must have mastered some new level. Yeah, he just cleared level 6 of the 50 states. What's 6 times 6? 42. So he's mastered 42 states, and he's up to 40. He's working on 49 now. And Matt just cleared level 44 of Maine. Matt jumped ahead. But if James is on the 49 on level 7, he's got 49, and he's going to score a lot if he beats the clock. That's the hard part.
That's the hard part. But I get a big bonus if I complete test mode and get everything right. So that could be an investment.
Yes, and I'm going to watch. I'm going to take the banner off, because with the banner there, it's hard to see the bottom.
Okay, I'm going to load me back on again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to see the bottom of the screen with the banners. I'm going to enlarge that. So I am going to watch you guys progress.
Okay, so Bob, you're red, you're watching. And James and I are so close, I can't even click on them. We're side by side. So let's see how well I can do here. Oxford. 100%. Booyah.
Okay, but you scored 100%, but you did not move. Oh, you moved a little bit ahead of him.
I didn't get a 50-point score because it's only 16 questions. So I get a 16 point bonus for completing the game. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
I think what I might do is I might do test mode again, just because it makes me think a little harder. Penobscot, Franklin, Androscoggin, Waldo, then Lincoln, the green one down here. And we have Knox right next door, Piscataquis, Aroostook right up the top, Oxford. Oxford is the other one on the side here, Kennebec right in this chunk, York at the bottom, Hancock off to the side, Cumberland, the purple one down here, Washington to the right, Sagadahoc hanging out down low, Somerset, I know how to pronounce that. 100 again. Do I get another 16 points? Oh, you're ahead of me. You're ahead, James.
He's still ahead.
Test mode again. Let's see what I can do here.
Now, for some reason, Matt, we got a problem. Dell has a problem, rather, with the cars, because the points aren't staying with him. All the points went to 0 for some reason, and they bounced around quite a bit. So that's something Dell will have to work on to get that to work smoother.
Oh, did Dell just contact you?
No, but I'm looking at the screen and I see that James went down to 28 points.
Okay, 29. I understand.
And when you switched into Maine, the screen started bouncing around, the cars started jumping back and forth. So that's a problem or an error or some kind of thing that Dell will have to fix.
All right, well, it's a good thing we're having a meeting tomorrow, because we trialed and tested a lot of stuff today. That was very productive. And once again, shout out to James. A huge help with helping us figure out what we're working on and what we can improve too.
Okay, so Let's think about this.
Cumberland. I know where Cumberland is. You're right there. Franklin. Scataquees. Lincoln. Back on that 100% again.
James,
you know where I am.
I just saw James' comment. He said, "Bring it on."
Bring it on.
He has really got the competitive attitude here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to work hard to catch up to him. Oh, I shouldn't whistle along. That would probably get annoying. Apologies to the viewers at home. That's probably not much better. Washington, right off to the right. Somerset, Big Red. Franklin, a little down here. Kennebec, right here. Cumberland, another purple. Oxford is yellow off to the side. York is right at the bottom. Piscataquis is yellow by the lake. Sagadahoc hanging out down here. Another 100%. Feeling great about Maine. That was a productive day. I know what slows me down a little bit is 50 states in test mode. That'll get me going. Yeah, I can't fly through this the way that Bob and James do. They know this pretty dang well, I'll tell you what. But it's good for me to practice too. Because like I said, I love filming toy trains around the country for my YouTube channel. And there's so many beautiful places in this country that I have not visited. I have filmed in Utah before too. Utah, California. I think big on my list would be Washington and Oregon. There are some beautiful places there. But yeah, not even Wisconsin, and my family lives there. That's crazy that I've never visited. What were you saying, Bob?
I tell you what, Matt, this is such a beautiful country. Truly beautiful. I've been to all 50 states. Washington, there's a place called Cape Flattery up at the very, very top left corner. It's farthest northwest place in the continental United States. There's a lighthouse out there, and you see the waves crashing into the cliffs. You see the seagulls flying around it. So much. And then in Oregon, we have Crater Lake, which is just beautiful to be there, Matt. It's so much stuff in this country to see.
I'd love to see so much more of it. There's a great Crater Lake in New Jersey, and there's also a famous Crater Lake in Washington State. So it's cool that there's multiple Crater Lakes across the country, and they all are amazing spots to visit. The Crater Lake in Oregon is ridiculous how beautiful it is and how massive it is. Did you bike that one? Did you tell me that you biked around the Crater Lake in Oregon?
Well, I have not done that, but one day a year or maybe one weekend a year, they close that loop around Crater Lake. They close it off to automobiles, and it's open to bicyclists just to be safe and fly around that and just have great. I would love to do that. So Matt, we're coming up on 2 hours pretty soon. I just want to let James know, and you've already told him, but we appreciate him. And what our programmer tells us is it's much more interesting if we have more people. So anytime James wants to join us, and we're going to also get Ron to join us and maybe a few other folks, and just make this really challenging. To me, Matt, today has been the best live stream we've done because we've got James with us, much more fun. And you and I both learned something new as well with Maine.
We learned so much this stream. I'm really happy with how it went. Heck yeah. And James, we couldn't have done it without you. I think we're going to be very excited to tell Mark and Dell everything that happened in today's stream in tomorrow's meeting. We've been talking about a lot of things that we've been working on lately.
And I also want to see Ron's reaction to see how easy it is for him to pick up a user ID and to be a subscriber so that he can be part of the race as well.
Getting close. Rhode Island. I was just in Rhode Island, and you know what? I have filmed Enterprising Engines, the toy trains, and Rhode Island too. Forgot to even include Rhode Island in that list. So
How do I mute? I need to figure out how to mute this when I cough.
100%. So I think we're winding down. I'm pretty happy with how I went through Maine, Central America, and the 50 states in this 2-hour stream. Plus, we tested some other things too. James, you might not have been there for this part, but Bob and I were talking about how to make our talking heads a lot more entertaining on these streams. And one thing that we came up with was showing some video while we were going. So I'll show you a little bit of that too, just kind of for the full circle effect.
You know, Matt, you could even show that clip you made of us driving through Squigglesville.
Oh, that would be great. I gotta load that on my computer again, but I put it on an external hard drive, but I still have this one that's available for us to see.
But you could actually make a little video for every state. Well, once we get through every state. After next year, we'll have a video for every state. After I tour the country.
For every state.
Once
I
I
have
tour
some
the country.
footage of Maine. I should have made a video for Maine too. This is the new Croton Dam in New York. And so much of that, I think like 19 billion gallons out of the 200 billion gallons of New York City's water supply comes from this dam and reservoir.
Yeah, and here in Arizona, we are fighting our neighbors for a little bit of water. And look at all that water flying over that dam.
This was in 2024. I don't know how much it's cascading now, but hopefully after all the rain, it says it's a healthy flow.
Yes. So I tell you what, I'm going to take a rest here. This is intensive. Okay, James says, happy to have helped. We really appreciate that. And if we can get Fortnite from Washington and Ron from Knoxville and a few others, this is going to be a lot of fun. So, okay, Matt, I'll let you close it down, and I'll see you tomorrow at the meeting.
Thank you everyone for watching. James, thank you for being our first live beta tester. We really appreciate you. And you can email us at clickandlearnsoftware@gmail.com if you have any comments and suggestions. Even if you watch this stream when it wasn't live, we'd love to hear from you. So everybody, thank you for watching. We're really happy with how everything went. So once again, thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.